Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you are new to the page, go ahead, do yourself a favor, and do me a favor. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. I promise you, you won't regret it. I'm going to start by saying that this is going to be unlike any video you've ever seen on YouTube or from me because I have some very important things I want to share with you and some personal things, okay? Let's talk about Shiba Inu. I'm going to call it the SHIB coin, SHIB, because I keep jacking up the name of it. I hear it. All right, let's talk about what's going on with SHIB. First, for those of you that have Coinbase, I want you to just go to your Coinbase and just open it up. First thing you're going to see is SHIB. It's an announcement of the new SHIB coin, right? It's been out a while. They've been trading for a while. It's the announcement of it. And that's very important, okay? Forgot to put that on there for you guys. This is Stock Up with Larry Jones. Like, subscribe, notification bell. All right, I'm gonna be all over the place today because I got a lot of information to give to you guys. So that is intentional because these platforms make their money off of their transaction fees, all of them, Robinhood, all of them, and that's how the game is played, right? But for those of us that are holding SHIB, this helps us because new people that are downloading, they're advertising the coin, causing more people to buy it, causing the price to rise up. So don't hate on them. Now, do I think Robinhood is going to finally list the SHIB coin? I absolutely do. Because, like I stated yesterday, Robinhood made 60% of its money off of cryptocurrency transactions, right? Just think if they had the SHIB coin already, how much money they will be making off of it. So I believe that they will be adding it. I know there's a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt out there, but I believe. So on yesterday, I made a video and I said, I see it hitting a new all-time high. And it did. It hit a new all-time high. All right. So let's go to, let's look at something right quick. So if you see here, let's go to that report first. Let's go to that report. Then we're going to come back here. No, you know what? Let's just look at this right now. So remember, you guys, remember over a week ago, I made a SHIB video and I talked about the comparisons. Remember? So this, for those of you that don't know, this here on the left, this is the Doge coin and this is the SHIB coin. And this is the SHIB coin right now as I'm speaking. All right. Let's look into these numbers. Look at the market cap of Doge. It was 30 billion. But more importantly, look at the volume. The volume of Doge is 1.5 billion. This was a week ago. The volume of SHIB was 7.2 billion, right? Typical hold days for Doge was 56 days. The typical hold days for the SHIB a week ago was 7 days. But look at the typical hold time now. It's 16 days. And 2 days before that, it was 5 days. So now the typical hold time of the SHIB coin is 3 times as much. Okay. So what was happening was people were selling their Doge and buying the SHIB. And look at here, traditionally, almost 74% are buying and only 26% are selling. All right. And then it just keeps going up from there, right? So that's very important. So the biggest thing that's happening with the SHIB coin, along with the other things, is FOMO, retailer sentiment. Whatever you want to call it, I'll call it FOMO. And that is the biggest driver of the SHIB coin. It is going ballistic, all right? Matter of fact, let's look at another report here. Look at this. This just hit. Let me move this over. Sorry, good people. So this just hit. Let me blow that up for you guys. And if you look at here, Shiba Inu up 50% to a record high, becomes 11th biggest crypto coin. So it keeps going up. It keeps rising, all right? And so it's going crazy. SHIB soars to record highs over the weekend to become the 11th biggest crypto by market value, right? SHIB went up over 50%. We said that. Let's look at this. Check this out. A petition, I mentioned this yesterday, a petition on change.org imploring Robinhood to list the SHIB on its platform has garnered over 300,000 signatures. The token has signed more than 40 million% in the last year. What? That's crazy. All right. Memes have value and have been an investable thesis since 2021. Jonathan, whatever his name is, head over, blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. He said in an email, lower dollar price tokens are attractive to retailers because investors can still buy more 20,000 SHIB for $1, he said. All right. Okay. Didn't fully agree with all of that, but I will tell you this. It is rising. The SHIB coin is rising. And the more people talk about the SHIB coin, the more it's going to rise. Okay. So I did all of that. I got some notes here because I got a lot to cover. So just like I said in yesterday, it always runs up and then it has a cooling off period, right? Where it just cools off, and it may cool off, and it just keeps finding a higher floor every time it cools off, right? And I don't think it's going back down to 20 now. Now it keeps rising, it keeps finding a new floor, just like I said on yesterday. So for those of you that's not subscribed, you want to go ahead and stay subscribed, because I keep it real. I do not over pump SHIB. I'm telling you guys that this is a strictly psychology trade for me. And the only reason I got into it, and I was late, but the only reason I got into it is I looked at the psychology of it. Has it hit mainstream media yet? No, which is going to be another leg up. When you start seeing it on the main media channels, ABC, CBS, seeing it, all of those, then it's going to really, really actually go up even more, I think. And you have to have an exit strategy. Is it going to $1? No, it's not going to $1. You're going to look, I guarantee you, remember, it was a penny. First, it was a half a penny. Then it was a penny. Then it just keeps going up. You watch this. And I have yet for someone to tell me, sorry, these allergies, I'm not going to stop it. I have yet for someone to tell me why they think the SHIB is going that high. It just, look at here. See? Oh, that's DWAC. Let's put in SHIB. Let's see. This is part of what I want to show you guys, because it's a lot of misinformation out there that's going to cause people to lose a lot of money when you could be making a lot of money. This is what I'm saying. And this is no dig on them. I understand you got to put these thumbnails on. Now it's 30 cents, right? First it was a half a cent, then it was a penny. Now it's 30 cents. Let's see if we can find another one. Yeah, it just goes crazy, good people. You can search for yourself. I've seen it. Here we go, 1 cent. And what I'm saying to you guys is, don't fall for the okie doke. There is a ton of money to be made with this coin still. And I would not start selling my other cryptos to buy this. I would only use fresh powder on this coin. Okay, that's what I would do. And I will tell you this, the strategy I have for Shiba Inu here in the Chicagoland area is raining really hard today. and these allergies are going crazy. But I will tell you this. The smart way to play this, and I'm just remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, sell, or hold a stock. This is just what Larry is doing. This is what Uncle Larry is doing. As you guys know, that's been following me, I do my holding. I buy my cryptocurrency, including SHIB. I got it 4017, all right, in Coinbase. I share that with you. I'm not selling that for years. But I do my swing trading with Webull, okay? I have a link for both below. And here's why. Because of risk management. So I have a smaller portion that I have in my long-term hold, plus I got it at a lower price. What I did with, let me airdrop this while I'm talking to you guys, because I want to share something with you guys that I don't normally do. Okay. So what I'm going to say to you is it's our time to get our money, right? And I'm going to share some personal things with you guys that I don't normally do, but I'm going to do it right now because I think that this is important. Okay. Now, for those of you that know me, you know I don't share my portfolios. You guys know that I'm not braggadocious, and somebody saw me with the Jeep the other day. They were like, "Hey, I thought you had your Chrysler 3, your 2014 Chrysler." I did. It gave up the ghost on me. It was giving up the ghost on me, and I took it to a dealer, and I paid 5% more for a used car, for a new car, and I got 28% more for a used car. So that's what happened with that. I'm still living in the same house, right? But I want to tell you guys this. I'm you. I didn't come from wealth. As a matter of fact, a year ago, my wife and myself were looking at filing for unemployment. Okay? I'm you. All right? I've been trading for 27 years, but I was just trading with little money. I'm going to show you this, and this is just to inspire you. I'm not going to say I'm never, but I'm probably never going to do this again. All right. I want to show you guys this. All right. And for those of you that don't have, please don't take this the wrong way. I just want to show you something. Now, for over a week, I was down $2,500. And let me go back. I put out a video, and I mentioned on the video after that one that I saw Meet Kev, who is a huge YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. And he said that he had put $60,000 in there. Now, I made my video before he made his video, and I didn't put that much in. But after I saw his video, I went, wow, why would somebody like that? Remember, this is psychology trading. And I started to do a really, really deep dive. And I realized that it hasn't hit these mainstream medias yet. And there's still more FOMO left to drive the price of SHIB up. This is totally psychology trading, not based on evaluation. And so he said he went in with about $60,000. And I went in actually a little heavier. So if you see here, this is my initial cost. And I know to some this is a lot of money, and I apologize if this is offensive to you, but I'm going to tell you that this is going to help you in the long run. All right? So basically 65 to 95, you're talking about $30,000. And this is just today. It did more than this yesterday. Okay. Now, let me make sure my info is not on here. Okay. So what I want to tell you guys is this. Let's go to this camera. What I want to tell you guys is this. And this is very, very heartfelt. And I want you guys to know this. I'm going to leave a link to my new show, Larry Jones TV. I want everybody to subscribe to it because I'm going to, soon as I finish shooting this, I'm going to tell you guys my full story. I'm going to tell you I came from nothing. Now, I don't want you guys to put that much money in. This is what I did. So I don't want to overpump this. Now, what I'm going to tell you is when they take a number and they make it extremely high, right? Then everybody chase it. And what happens is what's happening now. Fear, the FOMO, starts running. You have to have an exit strategy. If they say it's a penny, don't try to ride this up to a penny. And if they say $1, it's never $1's never going to happen. As a matter of fact, with the burn rate, they would have to burn more than 90% of all coins, meaning you and I would have to give up our coins. And they put these high numbers, but no one has said why this number. They just grab a number. But for those of us that's been trading for a while, we know why. Because they're taking your money. You're going to ramp up, and then you're going to wait, and they're going to dump. You're going to see huge dumps from big whales, and they're going to dump. Let me tell you guys something. Wall Street is always late to the party on movements like this. The people, you and I, the retail investors, these are our type of plays. Wall Street is always late to these, but they have more buying power than we do. They're over 75% of the market are institutions. I want you guys to understand how this puzzle works. So what you have to do is have your exit strategy. Okay, good people? So now, in my Coinbase account, that's where I'm holding long because I got it at a low price. In my Webull account, I'm going to swing trade. Eventually, I'm going to sell this. I'm halfway to doubling that large sum of money, which is a year's salary. Okay, and I could still be in the game with my long-term play. This is my short-term play. I could sell this and get out, and I've just made a large amount of money, more than what I paid for my truck. And so what I'm telling you guys is I'm you, and I'm telling you that there are plays that I did. Instead of trying to get 100%, I did 10% 10 times. And then there's 100%. So what I'm saying to you is you could take $1,000 and turn it into $10,000. Then you could take that $10,000 and turn it into $100,000. Then you'll be able to do plays like this. Now, what you should do is split your money up on a percentage. Never put all of your money in because somebody's going to buy high, right? While others bought low. Remember, here you saw where my purchase price is. It was higher, but in my Coinbase account, it was much lower. So I'm holding that long term. It's less risky. All of my risks now is in my Webull account. And when you buy a stock or a crypto, you have to keep in mind to limit your risk. So I'm not going to hold this one for 5 years. You say, why not? Anything may happen. I always say have an exit strategy. My exit strategy is going to be on my swing trade in my Webull account is when do I think the retail sentiment is over, when I think the FOMO is over. By the time it hits Saturday Night Live, I'm going to sell. Remember what I did with Doge? Remember, for those of you that's been following me for a while, I took $2,400 and turned it into $53,000, all in crypto. But you have to know when to get in and when to get out. And for those of you that are new and you just got in and you've bought into this mind frame of I'm going to hold forever, you're being fooled and they're going to take your money. Is there money to be made? I just showed you, yes. And I just want to be transparent. I'm not going to be sharing my portfolio all of the time, but I feel like my people, which is the working class people, I have to tell you this. And this video is going to be longer than most, but I want to show you this money is for us. There's a scripture in the good book that says The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just. This is our money. I'm simply taking my money back. I'm going to continue to help you to take your money back. The money they stole from your parents and your grandparents. I told you guys this is going to be a little different. Yes, it's Sunday, but I'm telling you, if you want to be in long, you need two brokers, right? I got links for both below. You can download them both, deposit $100 in each, and you're going to get free crypto in stock. Okay? Make sure you do that. But I'm going to tell you my story. Some of you guys think I'm old. This is Larry. When I tell you my story, you're going to be shocked. But I'm going to leave a link in the bio below to my new page, which I don't discuss finances there. But for this video, I'm going to discuss my personal story. And I want to be transparent right now, because what I'm going to tell you is last year, I knew emphatically that the greatest transfer of wealth was going to happen over 10 years, but more specifically in the next 5 years, starting from last year. That's from now until 2025. Every time you hear and see anybody do a trajectory on a stock, the year is always 2025. I'm telling you, it's our time to get money. But let's not go crazy with just one stock, especially a high-risk stock, and lose out. There's more money to be made. There's people that I taught warrants on DWAC. There's people that made over 2,700% in 24 hours. And I left a video on how to use warrants. I want to keep you guys informed so we could make money. All right. So let's talk about Digital World Acquisition Corp, DWAC. But before I talk about that, I just want to say one more thing about the SHIB, because I want to make this video last. I don't know where it's going to be by the time you see this. I believe there's going to be a cool off this weekend. Remember, I've always said crypto always does moves on weekends, up or down. I believe it may run back up, but I believe that it's because it's ran up so much, it may cool down, especially by the time you guys see this. So I believe there's going to be a cool off. All right. What you have to do is not have FOMO, see where it finds its new base at, and try to dollar cost average in rather than trying to buy at the top. That's just my suggestion. OK, you have to do your own research. Now, let's go to DWAC, and please stay to the end. I know this is long. I'm going to timestamp it, but let's talk about Digital World Acquisition Corp. There's another way to make a killing. Let's just go to the chart, and I'm going to share with you guys what I did, because there's going to be another, and then another, and then another. So if you missed out on Digital World Acquisition Corp, don't worry, there'll be more. Please believe me. I've been in over 10 SPACs, and I've made money on all of them. All right. So let's take a look. So I want to show you guys this. At first, I made this video. I said I wasn't going to buy it. And then late that night, I said, I want you guys to go and watch this one on my page. I said, you know what? I'm going to buy it. I'm going to make a case study so you guys could learn on my dime. And I did. So now check this out. I actually bought $1,150 worth of warrants here, but I also bought some margins here. And I tried to spend $1,000 here and $1,000 here. It was moving so fast that I couldn't do it. So as you can see here, DWAC is the regular stock, but here are warrants, DWAC, that W stands for warrants, and this is warrants. So if you add this, this, and this, it comes up to a total of $3,411. I spent $3,411. But the next day, I sold it the next morning. And as you can see, the cash of the warrants, DWAC, $3,300. The margins of the warrants, all right, $4,100. And then the cash of the regular stock, $3,783. I made a grand total of $7,859. That's what I made. And I bought some more regular stock in my Webull, and I actually made about $12,000. So I turned $3,000. I took a $3,000 investment and I made a $7,800 profit. So the reason why I wanted to share that with you is so you could be ready next time. All right. And if I just put a video up on how to do warrants, I would get low views. But when I talk about, make a quick buck, that's when I get the bigger views. And I literally had somebody say, hey, can you just talk about the stock and don't tell us what's going on? Like, don't teach us to fish, just give us fish. I unsubscribed him because he's going to cost you guys money. I'm not going to do that. And what I want to do and what I feel is my life call is to give you guys the truth, let you know there is plenty of money to be made in the stock market and crypto. All right. And so there you see I made over $7,800. But here's how I did it. I was showing you guys that there was way more money to be made in the warrants than there was the stock. Then the next morning, remember, I came in a day after the 300% run up. All right. So this was late and I still made money and then I'm back out. Like I forestated, I believe most of the money that's going to be made in this trade is already made. That's what I believe. OK, who knows what's going to happen down the road. But remember, risk to reward. Most SPACs this year has not performed well. OK, so what I'm saying is when everything else was freezing and you couldn't buy and sell, I set what's called a trailing stop loss. Right. If there ever was a perfect time to set a trailing stop loss, it was on this. So I'm up on my warrants at 1.500%. And then I set a 10% trailing stop loss. So what if I would have just set a stop loss, a hard stop loss, it could keep running. And then I set this hard stop loss and then it could fall all the way back down and then trigger on my stop loss, or the stop loss never sets, right? I'm about limiting risk. A trailing stop loss is, let's say this is the stock price. It's running up. The stop loss follows it. I set it by 10%, so it follows it by 10%. I could have set it at 5%. It would have followed it by 5%. I could have set it at 20%. It would have followed it by 20%. And then since I set it at 10%, it went up, it went up, it went up. And then it kept freezing. And then when it dropped by 10%, I locked in my profits. And as you guys can see, it was a good play. It was a really good play. Now, I'm going to say that I want you to look on my page. 2 videos ago, I did one on how to really make money on DWAC with warrants. I want you guys to learn these principles so you can make this money. Now, I'm going to end by saying this. I want you guys, and I know this video is long, but what I'm going to tell you, me showing you guys this is going to make you way more money long term. I want you to stay away from negativity. I see some crazy comments that come in like, oh, you're always making money. But and how come I'm not making money? If you've only been investing for 3 months and I've been investing for 27 years, how do you think you're going to outperform somebody that's been doing this for a while? Okay. And then what I'm going to tell you guys that are stuck with charts is, I'm going to be honest with you. For those of you old heads that's been fundamentally trained, half of that is out the window. I have multiple portfolios. My portfolio that I'm doing psychology trading is killing my portfolio that I'm looking at charts. And I'm just telling you guys the honest to God truth. Okay. And I just want to tell you guys, everybody has brokers in their lives. You got brokers, and some of the brokers are the ones that come on this page and they in other pages and they say negative stuff. They broke and they want you broker. Okay? Let's not have that to happen. I want you guys to take this in the right way. I could not make another video and just trade and I'll be fine. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't be fulfilled. So you guys hear me talk about my friends, Josh and Ron. I'm not going to say who. One of them, I told I was making this play and they didn't make it. I know that I'm going to meet with them today. And you know what? I was sad. Even though I'm making 30,000 on one and then 12,000 on another. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I wasn't fulfilled because I felt I wanted them to make the money too. And so that's what I'm telling you guys. I want you guys to make the money too. You got to stay positive. But you got to learn these fundamentals. And if you're new and you're just trying to get rich on SHIB, you're going to lose a lot of money if you don't learn the fundamentals. So I just want to teach you guys how to continue to make money past this. Because the truth is, you've been lied to. And they keep setting you up. Where do you think they get the money? When everybody starts coming in. That's why they call retail investors money dumb money. Because we trade on emotions. Let's stop doing this because there's a ton of money to be made, good people. Just a few years ago, I was driving Uber just so I can invest more money. So I don't get it twisted. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon, but I know somebody I'm talking to is going to hear this and it's going to change your lives and your children's life. Like the good book says, a wise man or woman leaves an inheritance for their children and their children's children. Okay, I'm done. I also want to tell you PTLO, Portillo. I'm starting to dollar cost average in on that. It's a restaurant chain here in Chicago. Phenomenal burgers, and they're going to be doing hundreds of more stores, and they're going to expand. All right, so you guys check that one out for yourself. But listen, everybody that's listening to me right now, I want you to, as soon as I finish with this one, I'm going to upload this one. This evening, I'm going to post a video on my inspirational page. If you're a negative person, don't go over there. Don't subscribe. If you don't like the word God and any of that, don't go over there. That's about inspiration and positivity. But I'm going to tell you guys my true story over there. As soon as I finish shooting this and getting this one up, I'm going to go and shoot that. I'm going to leave a link for right now, and it'll be the top link in my bio. But by the time I get it up, I'm going to leave the video right here. So if you see a video at the end of this video in a box right here, that's where you want to click. Okay. But for now, it's called Larry Jones TV. I'm going to have it at the top link, and I'm going to pin it to the top of the descriptions. Good people, there's a lot of money for us to be made. I normally don't make a video this long. I probably won't make a video Monday, tomorrow. But this is important information that's going to help us all to make money. I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. And remember, if you don't have a trading platform, I suggest you download the two that I have underneath the Larry Jones TV. One is the Webull, that's where I'm doing my swing trading, and one is the Coinbase for crypto. That's where I'm holding. All right, good people. Hey, I love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Now let's make some money.